Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Yay! We all just woke up from a nap.
Right. We all definitely
Outed
just woke
us.
up. Right. Let's make sure we put that out there. All of us were asleep.
They're like,
Yeah,
hi!
yeah, we just found that out just by, the first couple seconds of chatting.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a few people shuffling in. But my guests for today are Cache and Becca. Um, of Shay with the Hobbies and Becca C. Smith, respectively. And I've got their channels linked below, their YouTube channels and also their Instagrams. So, yay! Yeah, why don't we go ahead and start saying hi to some of the folks? We've got Penumbra here. Hi, good to see you. Sasha's here. Hey, Sasha. Hello, hello, hello. Um, yeah, Jenna's here. Hi, Jenna.
Hello.
I love that hair color.
I know, it's so pretty.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, close to a maroon, at least as it shows up in the picture, maybe. Yep. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you?
Hey.
Um, okay, Penumbra, Jules went a bit over. Everyone might be grabbing snackies.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's
I
like
feel
15 minutes, isn't it? Officially, anyway. But lots of things happen unofficially, right? um, we've got Marta here. Hey, Marta. Um, Let me see here. She adds, "Ooh, am I a moderator? When did that
French.
happen?" Actually, just earlier today, I made myself a fresh batch of moderators.
Ah,
Nice.
nice.
Yep. What you bake for? What is it like? 385 for 16 minutes? I don't know. Never mind. Corny joke. Um, um, Jenna, thank you. It's an old pick. I'm doing magenta later today. Speak of the devil. Wow. We didn't
Ooh.
even know that.
Right.
Just,
I mean, I'm
yeah,
intrigued.
random good luck. Um,
Oh,
Penumbra, I finished my 30K for Camp Nano.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
congrats.
Right on time, too. So
Yeah.
maybe now, hey, you can just sort of chill, relax a bit, and enjoy a stream, huh? Good
Yeah.
for you, though. We've got Sasha saying hi to Marta. Let me see here. Sasha, happy end of camp and also end of National Poetry Month.
Oh.
Yeah, there's always next time too, though, right?
I know, right?
Well, there's another camp in July, so
Right. We got
Yeah,
another one coming up.
yeah,
they do these things every couple months or so.
yeah, for sure. We've got Funky Sai here. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And I think there may be a little bit of a joke or something between Funky Sai and Jenna Wright's romance. I'm not sure. Just something
Mm,
about the two of them following each other into streams or something. I could be wrong about that though. Do excuse me if I am. And we've got Marta saying hi to Sasha. Oops. Um,
Oh, Hannah,
hey Hannah.
hello.
Hi. Um, Let me see here.
I
Penumbra
just feel
rolling on
like
the
that
floor.
is like the sexy librarian picture. But like,
Oh, she's
okay,
got a
I'm
lot of
always
those,
going
man.
to. That's what it makes me think of. That you just
Librarian,
don't
huh?
know, right?
So is that the look
Anyone
she
can pull
gives?
that off. It's Hannah.
Is that the look she gives when your book is overdue or something?
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Right.
post that.
Don't
What do?
don't you dare turn this book in late. You don't want to find out what happens.
Penumbra rolling on the floor or laughing. I baked cookies, so I get it. At me. Uh, And we've got Jenna saying hi to Funky. Yay! We've got Sasha saying congratulations to Penumbra.
Yes,
Woohoo!
that's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I got all my badges today too, so.
Oh, so it's official. You've got all your badges.
Somebody is on cloud 9.
Yeah. If I could show you the screenshot, I would.
I was surprised it's not on Instagram already. Like,
I probably should, but I don't. It's like a part of me was all like, because I took a screenshot and I was like, I should put this on Instagram, and I'm like, wait, is this like being like, ugh? I don't know. I didn't.
I think it would, like, we'd all get it because we know like how important the badges are. Like, you were sad and like ready to be done, and then in the stream, somebody was like, "No, you can edit it," and your face lit up like immediately.
That was amazing. I'm so happy. I think it was a couple people were like, and then I forgot who.
That was Diana, wasn't it?
Diana, yeah, she broke it down. Like, this is what you do. Go here, do this. And I did it, and she was right. And so I was able to get all the badges.
Awesome. Hashtag all the badges.
Right.
Exactly.
Marta, yay, congrats to everyone who reached their nano goals, but also your worth isn't defined by word counts, so don't be too sad if you didn't.
It's very true. And I had hours. I didn't even do word count. I just wanted to make sure that I worked every day kind of thing.
Yeah. Jenna, is that why I felt the rare need to write poetry this month?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Funky's hi, she's stalking me.
One of those, why are you at every stream I'm always streaming at? What are you doing?
Penumbra, stream hoppers united.
And I was hopping streams too today, but I got overexhausted myself, and in the middle of Jules' stream, I totally zonked out. I fell asleep. So she's probably like, "Oh, I was all in the chat, and then nothing." Just going like,
I fell asleep in Kate's stream this morning.
Oh, did you? Okay, I made it for Kate's, and then I got about like a quarter of the way through Jules's, and I just zonked out.
Well, at least you zonked out, and you didn't conk out.
That's true. Well, yeah, conk could probably hurt. Zonk is more mellow.
It sounds like you can hurt yourself.
Well, Hina, you guys are the best. Thank you, Hina. You are the best too.
Librarian.
Penumbra, the only person we all stalk is Devin, and that's just for the links.
Aww.
It's for Devin too, though, I'm sure. Funky Sai, Shay, you should bring that TV up right behind you and make a hall of mirrors. That's an idea.
I know, right? Man, I won't lie though, like ever since we rearranged this furniture, like I like my apartment so much more. Like, and it's not like I haven't been here for 3 years, but like I just like it a lot more now.
That can make all the difference. It's the feng shui and the spirit of the room and everything, you know?
There you go. So true.
Yeah, for sure. Sasha, all of us scream your victories from the top mountains. Yes. I don't really have a mountain, Sasha, but
right. They tell us we do in Oklahoma, but I think they just be lying. Like, I think it's just hills that are really high. I don't feel like it's mountains.
I feel like a hill can be like 500-600 meters, but not more. I don't know. Mount Tremblant is like 800 meters. And I kind of think of that as like a small mountain or a small set of mountains. I don't know.
No, we use feet in America, not meters.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
I was thinking, okay, wait. Now I know that there are like a certain number of feet in kilometers. How does that translate to meters?
Well, I've given you something to do during the first sprint. Google
calculators. I have to do it all the time with degrees while I'm here in Toronto.
because it's Celsius there, right? Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm all like, okay, what is that in Fahrenheit?
I know, like, before I was like consciously paying attention to the difference, and somebody be like, "It's 12 degrees here." Dang, it's freezing over there. No, not really, but still.
Lost in translation.
Exactly.
Funky Sai says, I think I might finish my third draft today. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Third draft's a charm, right?
Yeah, maybe you could even do it during the stream. Ooh.
That would
Jenna, yeah, I didn't make a camp goal, but I am a freelance writer and edited around 82,000 words this month. I think that counts. I think that definitely counts. That counts a couple of times over.
Right.
For sure.
Sasha, or the tops of speed bumps.
See, Sasha, now don't be coming for Oklahoma like that now. Speed bumps now. I'll just play.
Well, Sasha, I am on a second story right now, so I could maybe open my window during the first sprint and shout something. I don't know. I try. We've got Tiny Scribe here. Hey, hi. Dropping in from work to smash the like. Thank you. Yeah. And also, Kaylee has a write-a-thon coming up, actually, on the 8th of May. So that would be not tomorrow, but the Saturday after that.
Okay.
And it is for a good cause. It's for what is it called again?
The Trevor Project.
It's for the Trevor Project. It's a fundraiser write-a-thon. And yeah, it's I think unless she's updated the number, she's shooting for about $250 to raise.
Okay.
So yeah, if that sounds fun to you, and you're you're in the mood for another write-a-thon, then for sure, hit up her channel, Tiny Scribe, and go from there. And I also will be a co-host during the blog too. And Kasha will be too. Yeah, so yay!
That's awesome.
Let me see, Jenna, it's all part of the job, Funky. That wasn't even my own work. Oh, I see. Yeah. Part of the job.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Funky, I pictured Tiny Scribe landing in superhero pose on the like button. LOL. Yeah. Jenna just adds, I don't think that was any of mine. I just got back my report from the beta, so I am fixing that. That's next on the list. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're all caught up in the comments. Why don't we then go ahead and dive into our first sprint? How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I know it looks like I'm just randomly laughing, but y'all know I bought Titan that tennis ball, and then the last time I streamed with either Michael or Becca, one of y'all I was on the screen with, and he busted it. And so he's like super protected of this busted up tennis ball. And so like just now, like it was under my foot, so I moved it, and Cleo walked past and he sprinted from the kitchen over here to keep it from her. That's why I was like right now. And now he's like laying right here in my feet with the ball around him, and he's like, don't come close.
That is so cute.
It is hilarious. Like, bro, it's broken. I can't even throw it away yet because he's still like in love with
it. Right. It's a ball with no air in it, right?
Right. It don't bounce. It don't roll. It was huge.
Yeah, but now that it's deflated, he can actually put his mouth around it. So that's probably why he likes it better.
Right. I think he was waiting for it to break because he was like irritated. He couldn't grab it with his paws, but he couldn't grab it with his mouth, and it was making him so mad. It was entertaining as hell for me, though.
Okay, dokie then. Shall we then?
Let's do it.
Okay, good luck, everyone.
Yay.
Yay, that's it. That's the first sprint.
I was in the middle of a sentence.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just, it's funny. It's all like, you go through these things a million times, and then there were just a couple of things that, like I had added a dream, and I didn't realize the ripple effect of that.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm reading through stuff that I thought was already done and edited and realizing, oh, I never tweaked that. Like, that's wrong now because she already had this dream that told her this information. So she shouldn't be like, oh, I'm so confused. She would not be confused.
The good old ripple effect.
Yeah. So
it's just physics, right?
Yeah. Just trying to catch all that.
I actually, I just got into some looking into publishers. I also got myself some cantaloupe actually from the fridge downstairs. How'd you make out, Cachet? Okay.
So I did a similar to you. I got to working on some food because, y'all, it's about to be 3 and I haven't eaten all day today. Don't judge me.
Ooh.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging.
Don't judge me. But that's what I did during this. That and then since it's the last day of April, it's the last day of the vlog. Sorry for that. It's the last day of the vlog, so I was getting like hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm feeling as the month is ending.
Right.
So, yeah.
Good. Sounds like the three of us have been pretty productive for that first one, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Penumbra, I can drive 90 minutes to the mountains, but it takes another hour to get to the tops.
Oh,
but you got a screen from the mountaintops, so.
She adds there are some mountainous hills in far east.
That's what I'm saying, mountainous hills.
We've got those too also.
I want to say they're called the Ozarks, I want to say.
Right, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that, I think.
Oh, are the Ozarks in Oklahoma?
No, not the Ozarks. It's the O something. No, it's not. Once I said it, and I was like, no, isn't there a movie in there in like Missouri?
It's a TV show.
But, like, I feel like it begins with an O. I'm about to look it up.
It's a TV show. Oh, you mean the Oklahoma mountains.
Right.
Okay.
I was on board though, Cachet, with whatever you were going to say.
Right.
Just so you know.
I know, right?
I was like, damn, I didn't know the Ozarks from Oklahoma.
I feel like, we do touch Missouri, so it is definitely like a possibility.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, they're called Ouachita, or I could be saying that wrong, but I was like, I know they begin with an O.
Nice.
Okay. Sasha, Shay never got nothing but love. Michael, yes, I'm here for it. Penumbra, I hate my laggy internet. Ah, yes. I'm sure we all hear you on that one.
Man, right? Mine chooses the lag whenever I'm hosting a stream. Like, I'll be on somebody else's stream and be fine, but whenever I'm the host,
right.
It's like, oh, you don't want to act right, do you? Okay.
Ah, shucks.
Jules!
Jules is here. Hi. I have consumed a brownie and I'm ready to write again. Marta, I love how during the Troublemaker stream earlier, I was editing the bit of the vlog where I was talking about Katie, and now on Michael's stream, I'm editing the footage of Michael singing.
That's so funny.
Nice.
Was I singing Bob Dylan, Marta? She adds, wasn't even on purpose, just sort of worked out like that. Oops, just a sec here. I think I might have lost the handle.
I feel like you truly don't realize how much work it is to like host the stream and like navigate the comments. Like, no matter how long you've been doing it, like, it'll still trip you up. It'll still be like, wait a minute, like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good to hear for the coming months, Cachet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sasha, trying to focus, but pot stickers are calling my name from the freezer. What are
Sasha, you
pot
trying to
stickers?
share? You know, where I come from, it ain't fun if the homies can't get none. Like,
Right.
you trying to share?
But what are pot stickers? I'm not
They're
familiar.
just like little, kind of like little dumplings with
like dumplings.
or whatever, and so they're really good. You can get them at like, oh, you guys don't have Trader Joe's up here.
I was gonna say I used to get mine from it's like it's not because it's not in Oklahoma. It's similar to like a Chipotle like type of place. Like you go and they do your bowls and stuff there.
Oh, okay.
But like they make pot stickers, but they're like really big in Texas, and I cannot think of the name of them right now.
Yeah, I was frozen ones from Trader Joe's, except not when I'm in Toronto.
Well, I've learned a new term. Thank you, Sasha. Jules says pot stickers would be nice.
I'm really craving them now. Thanks.
We've got JC here. Hey, JC. Hello. We've got Marta saying hi to JC. Marta, every time Michael mentions publishers, my heart jumps. I'm so excited for you. Oh, thank you, Marta. You'll be the first to know if there's any news. We've already talked about this. Penumbra, 2:30 a.m. writing the muddy middle. Ooh, I like that term. The end of book battles are done. Oh, okay. I like that term though, the muddy middle.
Yeah, that's what it feels like a lot of times.
Okay, I had to look it up. It's called Genghis Grill.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
But it's yummy.
It is. I used to go and like get like the appetizer, like 2 orders of the appetizer and pot stickers for my meal because I like them so much.
Yeah.
So it's a chain that's sort of more popular in Oklahoma?
I know it's in Texas. So you know like how like Whataburger is only in like Oklahoma, Texas, and like a few other places, or like In-N-Out is like that. Like it's one of those places I think that is just like limited where it is.
I see. Funky, getting closer. Have about 1 single-spaced page of edits until the end. Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay,
they do touch
the corner.
I wasn't tripping. I was like, I paid attention in geography in elementary school. At least I tried.
So I never paid attention to where it actually was. I was just like, oh, the old dogs.
Yeah.
Sasha, 184 words and 10 pot stickers.
Love it.
Okay, this is officially now the pot stickers stream.
Right.
I wish. I want some.
I know. I'm like, when we get in this next sprint, I'm going to see where I can find some in Stillwater. Like, are there some here?
Marta, no, you were singing 3 Blind Mice. Okay, yep, you're right. It's on the record. I can't deny it or anything. The Dawdling Writer, I got about 150 words written after the brownie.
Nice.
I like the way it specifies, after the brownie, right?
After the sugar.
There's the before and after the brownie. Penumbra got soft ice cream between giant chocolate chunk cookies for snack. Ooh.
First of all, what are these snacks that y'all are having?
I know.
I have never been so excited to wish I could eat anything as much as today. Like hot Snickers, brownies, ice cream, and chocolate chunk cookies. Like
I think it's the time of day, maybe, like in terms of Eastern time zone, It's like snack time now, right? It's Friday too. I don't know. Pot stickers.
I love these quotation marks.
Yeah, they do help, huh? Jenna, I have brownies to eat. Yeah, we're all getting like hungry or something. There's like some feeding frenzy thing going on. She adds, I should probably eat something for lunch first. Oh, yeah. You can definitely get on that in the next sprint, maybe. Marta, oh, it's food? I just imagined like artsy stickers with flowers or whatever that you stick on your cooking pots for decoration.
Oh wow, because it's
Yeah,
pot
I've never,
stickers. I didn't even
I've never,
think about
I didn't
that
even think about that either. They're like, oh yeah, pot
because I
sticker.
just know what they are, so I never even thought about it.
yeah, it must be an American term.
I don't know if it is
Well,
though.
because
I
it's
mean,
not an American food.
No, it's not. It's
yeah, I guess it's an American term for dumplings or something.
Yeah, maybe that might be it. Maybe so. But I've always seen it like even referred to as that. So
Right.
curious. Yeah. Becca, you gonna look it up for us?
Sasha,
pot
pot
stickers
stickers.
are
Oh, sorry.
Chinese. They're Chinese dumplings.
Well, the Chinese half of me has never heard of that
That's
before.
fun. They were invented by a chef in China's imperial court who accidentally burnt a batch of dumplings after leaving them on the stove for too long because they're crispy.
Mm, I see.
But yeah, I would imagine that the term pot sticker was probably something that got either once it translated into the English language, whether it be from Britain or here or whatever. But I, it also looks like it's referred to as, and I can't pronounce this, but it's Jiaozi,
Okay.
and that's the other term for it.
Right.
Have you heard of that?
Yep. And that's what Sasha has got here, actually.
Oh yeah, okay, well there you go.
Yeah. Sasha says pot stickers are little packages of magic. They have them at Costco and some regular grocers. They also go by the name of that.
No,
At
that's not the same. The Gyozi is the Japanese, and then
Oh.
Jiaozi is the Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here I'll put it in the thing. This is how
I
it's.
just, I just, I'm just reluctant to try and pronounce the name just for butchering it
I know.
too badly. But yeah, at Japanese restaurants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Same thing.
JC.
Thank you.
Also, Becca, I know I'm way behind, but your video about writing, editing, and publishing a book and audiobook in 90 days is amazing. I just got to watch it last night, and it was really motivating.
I feel like though after I did that video, I got kind of like I don't want to make any more videos because I filmed that over like 4 months, of doing the whole thing, and then it was so much work. But
Right.
but now I'm kind of glad I have it because when I want to sort of look back and go, oh my God, I did that, because it went by in such a whirlwind that it's really nice to actually have a video that I can watch that shows
Right.
the whole journey.
That was an amazing video,
Oh, thank you.
and it was like 45 minutes, wasn't it?
It
Something
was.
like, it didn't feel like it, but
No, it definitely was. And I remember
it was amazing.
I was worried about that too, because I was just like, I know I get intimidated when I see videos that are that long to watch myself. So I was just like, oh God, no one's going to watch it. And it's going to be, I'm like, it's all right. I'm just going to put it out.
No, I just found it amazing and, all the more immersive for being that long.
Oh, thank you.
Penumbra at Cache, we're getting what a burger? In Colorado. I cried when I heard. I was so happy. I think I've heard of Whataburger.
I've heard of it. I've just never had it because I don't think they have them in California.
Right. Oops. Just a sec here. Okay, I'm good. Marta, I'm gonna make a carrot cake this weekend, so I'm excited.
Yum.
I love carrot cake.
Me too.
I know. You guys are making me
and I'm all
hungry.
like, I wasn't even that hungry before the stream started. Now I'm like, oh.
Janet, that's one of my favorites at Marta. Yeah, personally, I've never met anybody who didn't like carrot cake. The dawdling writer, when there are quotation marks around brownies, I feel the urge to explain they are the chocolate type and not the Girl Scouts.
Oh,
Hashtag
not a
not a
cannibal.
cannibal. Well,
Yes.
okay. Now that you mention it.
I forgot that they were called because brownies is the step before Girl Scout, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Funky Sai, I never heard of pot stickers until today. Now I
Okay,
want them.
that's funny.
Yeah, we're all learning. Penumbra, 2 p.m. in the Rocky Mountains. Mountain time, huh? Let me see here. Jenna, to DoorDash pot stickers or not to? LOL. We definitely have DoorDash here in Canada. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Marta, LOL, that is definitely not the right pronunciation, but good try.
I kind of knew that, but that's all right. I need the phonetic like right next to it so that I can like sound it out. Yeah, that was I was saying that's what they're calling the
right.
Yeah.
So. Penumbra, I have stickers of cookware and pots and pans from a scrap cooking store. Funky Sai, okay, now I've got it. Love me some that.
that. We love it.
Jenna, I know there's several places here I could get them from. I try not to use DoorDash to save the money.
Yeah.
I'd rather be delivering and earn the money.
Yeah, for sure.
Sasha, Becca, remind us of how long it took to do the audiobook. That was amazing.
Oh, that I took, I think, out of the 90 days, I think it took 20 of the 90 days.
20 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was rough though, man. I've never done an audiobook that quickly. Oh my gosh, no, it was less than that. I think I did it in like, I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure I did it. It was
a few weeks.
Yeah, because I think it was like I was doing 2 chapters a day, and there's 20 chapters, so I think I did it in about 10 or 11 days. And it was really, really difficult because you have to be so animated, when you're reading.
Yeah.
So I would never do that again. It was just kind of to do for this experiment to see if I could do it. And I'm really glad that I did. But in the future, when I do my audiobooks, I'm definitely going to take my time on it.
Yeah, I would imagine it would just take total, continuous concentration.
Yeah, and it's exhausting, you can only do so much. Otherwise, you start fumbling on your words, your throat can get scratchy, so you really just physically can't read for long periods of time. Right. But I was sort of pushing through, like doing a chunk in the morning, making sure that I rested my voice and everything, and then doing another chunk in the evening. So it was just very exhausting. So in the future, I would probably just do the session in the morning, and then that would be it for the day.
Right. I see.
And it's hard because when you're doing it in your apartment, you have to listen for, even though I made like a cocoon to try and block out as much sound as possible. Things can still get through, and if you're not listening actively, you'll miss it. And then later when you're editing it, you're like, oh man, I said it right over a word. I'm gonna have to re-record that whole sentence.
Oh no.
So it can be pretty, it's difficult.
Like ambient sound, #ambient sound anxiety.
Yeah, or just a truck going by or a motorcycle or something that's just a little loud and it picks up. It's unless you have your own studio, which who does? I mean, I guess some people do, but I don't. It's you have to be actively listening for that.
Penumbra, those are called Zhao Long Bao, according to Google.
Interesting.
Okay. Funky Shay left to get a snack.
Look, she hasn't eaten all day, and it's already like 3:00 her time. She should probably do that.
She could have just slid on out, just on the slide or something.
Like, I gotta eat.
With the production,
it might help actually.
Is it bad to chew gum when everyone is talking about food? I don't think it is.
I think it's good. It gets rid of the cravings.
Right. Penumbra, there was a dumpling shop near my college called the Bamboo Basket. Okay. They put the bamboo steamers on the table with one. The steamers are called Zhenglong in Mandarin Chinese.
Wow.
Or something like that.
Oh God, that sounds good.
Jenna, that sounds like a process, Becca.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, I had done audiobooks before, but I was able to take my time. And so it was definitely different to do it that way.
It really sounds to me like one of those things that you don't realize how difficult it is until you actually try it.
Yeah, because taking my time, I was all like, yeah, I can do this. This would be great. Because I had done it in a very, reasonable way the first time I had done an audiobook. So doing Geraldine's Alley and knowing I had to get it done if I was going to fit it into these 90 days, I was like, oh my God, this is exhausting. So, yeah.
Marta, my upstairs neighbor got a new sound system for Christmas, and gosh, do I hate that thing. Oh, sorry, Marta. She adds, I always plan out my day based on what time they wake up, so I can vlog without sound banging music.
That's horrible. Luckily, the building we're in now has really good soundproofing, so we don't hear any neighbors, which is so rare. And I really do think that is because the building codes are a lot better in Canada than they are in the States, because we live in a newer building in LA, and it's just not as good. They try to fit more apartments into an apartment building, I think, in America, whereas even though there are obviously a lot of apartment buildings in Toronto and in Canada, like, because we had the same experience in Vancouver, it was also very quiet, but they have different building codes so that they actually make sure that there is a space and a piece of concrete between the two spaces, between each floor and each wall, and it blocks out all sound. Like, I don't hear anybody, and every time we come here, it's the same.
I'm wondering also if, as part of the code, just with the colder weather, there's more need for, there's more insulation, basically.
Well, except you'd think that, except when we had to go to New York, you can hear your neighbors like having breakfast. So, it's the same weather-ish, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just think that, in America, we cut corners a little bit.
I'm sure that's not the case. Sasha at Marta, I can almost see that in a movie. Yeah, it could be definitely a premise for at least a short story or something. Marta, that sounds amazing. I'm so jealous.
It's really nice. Like, that's the one thing that when we do go to Canada that we love the most, is that we know we don't have to worry about hearing our neighbors above us, below us, beside us. It's actually quite a luxury, because I just don't see that in the States.
JC, Toronto is definitely on my list of places to visit, and seeing your apartment tour, Becca, was just more convincing that I need to make my way there.
Yeah, we lucked out because, it's through my husband's work that we get the apartment that we stay at. So they pick it out for us. So we're just like coming in blindly, and then like, okay, sure. And we move in, and they're like, oh my God, this place is great.
Well, looks like we're caught up for the moment. Shall we get into another sprint then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Um, shall we go for a 21-minute sprint?
Ooh, I like it. Yeah.
Just a sec here again. Yeah. Okie dokie. Good luck, everyone. That's it. That's the second sprint.
I finished a chapter.
Ah, good for you.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm finishing today like I wanted. You know how you think you're gonna, it's just not happening.
Well, you're making progress for sure.
Yeah. I think I can finish if I'm being honest with myself. I think I need a couple more days, so I'll probably work on the weekend and work Saturday and Sunday. I think I can definitely finish by the
I
weekend.
see.
Which is totally fine. I don't have to send it to the editor until May 11th, so I'm still ahead of schedule.
Good for you.
Yay. So how'd you do? Did you read or did you write?
Actually, I just continued looking at publishers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now I'm actually looking into some American ones.
Okay.
What's up with that, huh?
What are you thinking?
Those darn Americans, huh? I have no idea what's going on down there in the South. Right? I'm actually just. Oops! I think I've just inattentively scrolled way too far up. I think. But we've had some people join us. Actually, that sprint. Hello, hi, Voorhees.
Hey.
We've got Ali here with us. Hi.
Hello.
Regina's here. Hi, Regina.
Hey.
Regina, I edited all morning, then took a nap. Good thing I woke up.
Oh my God.
Today is the nap day.
We started the stream and all three of us had just woke up from a nap. So It was obviously, yes, nap day.
And also Friday, right?
And Friday.
Right.
But editing all morning is definitely
that's what I was doing, and that's what knocked me out, man. I was editing all morning, and I just went. The brain gets tired.
Let me just see here. Regina saying hi to Marta. Regina, I'm in that groggy post-nap phase.
Yes.
That phase can last a good hour, even, I'd say.
Oh my God, I know. That's why I try not to have. Wait, I think Shay froze, but she froze in like the perfect position.
She looks very chic.
Beautiful smile. I know. It's like, oh wait, she put in the private chat. Okay, her internet's being funky. Oh man, if you're gonna get frozen in a moment, that's like the perfect moment to get frozen in. That's amazing.
Well, I'm not surprised, as it is casual.
That's true.
I'm frozen. But
oh, there you are.
I put my video, my thing up. Okay. All right.
You're back. You're back.
Acting like my internet is being weird.
We've got Anya here. Hi, Anya. Not sure if you're still around, but hi.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. Just a quick hello from me. We are having a campfire in our garden right now with the neighbors.
Wow.
I just have a lovely image of that.
I know. It's like suddenly just made me feel all warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Especially for camp. She's right. That's like the best. That's the best.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Very fitting for the last day of camp.
I love it.
Let me see here. Ooh, okay. Marta, I spent most of that sprint dealing with a spider emergency and then had to make myself a cup of tea to calm down. Ooh, I'm sorry, Marta.
Oh.
She adds, and by dealing with, I mean, I screamed and then watched the boyfriend carefully from a safe distance while he ran over to help. Aw. Regina at Marta, I hate spiders.
No.
Regina at all of us, we all know how to live, right? Naps are so big at my house.
Especially when you're editing, man, you need them.
Um, okay, Marta at Regina, me too. It was a big one.
Oh.
um, Wild Duck, um, how long does it take for you guys to research for the stories you write? I'd say it's hard to say because of how the research becomes ongoing as the project itself is being
That's
written.
true. And it depends on the project for sure.
Yeah, so there's definitely going to be at least some that I do in the beginning, but then
Mhm.
I'd say that all of the research I do while I'm writing is definitely a lot more than just what I do in the
Oh, that's
beginning.
interesting. Why do you think that is? Is it the type of story you're writing, or is it?
Um, I think and I think it also depends on what genre I'm writing, but I think it's just because maybe when I start out, I don't even know what I don't know.
Are
And
you
then,
more of a
as I
pantser?
get to what I don't know uh, each time, then I realize I have to look it up.
So is that because you're more of a pantster than a planner, or
Um, I'm kind of like right in the middle, so like a plantster, I guess.
okay?
Um,
Because for me, because I
but,
outline so crazily, I do most of my research in the beginning.
okay,
Because I planned everything out. So it's like, so I know what I need to research. But it does depend on the story because some things I don't really, if it's complete fantasy, you're making up the world, you're making up the stuff, so there's really nothing to research per se. Um,
right,
but when I'm doing more of a YA sci-fi fantasy, like the one I'm working on with Hexsphere, it has a lot of like quantum physics and like mechanics and stuff like that. And even though I have a small smattering of knowledge in that, I don't have enough to write a book. So
okay.
I wrote a couple books on quantum physics. And no, I read a couple books on quantum physics. Just it doesn't. I don't have to be an expert because my
Right,
characters aren't experts, but I think I need to have at least a basis of knowledge so that I'm not just
right,
even though obviously it's a different world. It's like an alternate Earth, so quantum mechanics works differently. But I wanted some of the basic principles to be similar or at least relatable, if you know what I mean, to make
yeah,
it feel like it works, even though it's obviously different. It works much differently on this alternate Earth. So yeah, it's
right,
interesting because it's like, so I knew I would have to read. Like I think the first one I read was Idiot's Guide to Quantum Mechanics, like
okay,
quantum mechanics for dummies, stuff like that, because they explain things in a very simplistic way, which is good because then it'll allows me to be able to figure out a way to explain it in a way that won't come across as too heavy, especially for YA. You know what I mean?
right. Cache, did you want to maybe chime in a bit on this question? Oh, are
I was
you?
like, okay, am I like not? Am I not frozen? Am I working? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like I guess a mix of both. Like I do research up front, but part of like saving myself research is I make up everything almost. Like so, I don't use cities that exist.
Right.
I use cities like that I come up with. But I also will like write a story and then have like my CPs read it or betas read it and then realize I'm gonna add because every time I've done a thing it's like doubled every single time. And so with that it's kind of like, well, I might have to go look this up because now I want to change this up and add this in.
Right,
So like I've had to like research like psychological things and mental health things and then
Right.
like jobs,
right,
like what type of officer would have access to this versus what wouldn't, like those kind of things. Because like in our minds, we think that everything is all the same, but there's different levels to stuff, right? Like for blankets and burglary, they're in a senior village, and
Right.
like a senior village has like people who have their own apartments, but also like people who live in rooms where people come and give them their food and do that. And then they have nurses, but they also have CNAs, and those aren't the same things that you can't do. So like stuff like that is more so like an ongoing basis of like, let me do that. So I can't really give you a time. Like it just, I don't know. I don't really have like a time of how long.
I feel like we could do an entire stream just on this question.
It sounds like it's more ongoing, I guess. I think that's probably true for most authors too. It's like, yeah, maybe a brunt of it can happen in the beginning depending on your story, but as your story evolves and as you realize, oh, like you just said, like, oh, wait a minute. Would there be, oh crap, let me look it up. You know what I mean? You're like,
and then also, obviously, the brunt of your world building will happen in the beginning before you start.
Exactly. Like, but again, like with my pure fantasy that's on a totally different planet,
that's like
I'm making it up. But I do research, like Shay and I were even talking about the other day, because I was saying my planet has 3 suns. I still like to research sort of the theoretical science behind a planet that may have 3 suns. You know what I mean? And there is actually a lot of information out there about that kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily fact, because it's their theory as well. But I do like reading it because it gives me a good idea of not just me just making it up and wondering if that would even happen.
Right. Yeah.
So, I'd say ongoing.
Yeah, it's a deep discussion for sure.
It's fun though.
Regina, she does have a great smile.
You literally paused in the perfect thing. You were like,
so here's the thing. If I paused for y'all, I could hear everything you guys were saying. Okay. I just didn't like respond or anything. Like I was like, okay,
right.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty perfect.
Sasha, during that sprint, I brainstormed and started a story based on Marta's neighbors with the loud sound system.
Poor Marta. Oh.
I'm very happy to know that there have been ideas that have germinated from this stream.
That's right.
Marta, LOL at Sasha. I definitely want to read that. Regina at Sasha regarding loud sound system. People, I hope it's a murder mystery. LOL.
Don't we all?
I feel like that's like a real thing. Like somebody just snaps. Like they just can't take it anymore. Like,
I swear, my mom, she lived next to a teenager that was a drummer, and he would not stop drumming. And you could hear it like it was in her apartment, like because her walls were like paper. And it was like, and he of course loved to drum from like 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. And she was like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. My mom's a preschool teacher, like and special ed teacher. She has the patience of a saint.
That's way too much.
Yeah. 2, 3 a.m. That's like peak sleep time hours.
Right?
Usually when I look at my watch, that's usually when I'm in my deepest of sleeps.
Yes.
It's 2 to 3 a.m. Like I'd be upset too.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Oh. She moved.
Sasha, at Marta, you got it, LOL. I can see it all in my head, and I like it. It came in a rush. I love when that happens.
That is always good.
Sasha, at Regina, not yet. Regina, quantum mechanics is wild. I love reading Michio Keku. Is that? Sorry.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard that.
Or what?
He's I think he's an American cosmologist.
Oh, I haven't read any of his books.
Of Asian descent.
I might have to check that out. Like I said, I was just kind of sticking to the dummies books, which, to be honest, I don't even know who wrote them. So
he
could have been one and don't even know, right?
Yeah,
I've admittedly never got his name straight, but he's sort of like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay,
but one generation older.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I've read like Carl Sagan, like that kind of age bracket.
He would be, probably about Carl Sagan's age. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, you think I would have heard of him? That's so strange. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he
the
might.
baby
Yeah,
of the
I
group,
guess.
so
I guess
I
he'd be
get
about
a
his age.
pass on all of this. I get a pass on all of this.
Marta at Sasha. Oof, I love the feeling of a story that writes itself
Oh,
like that.
Right.
my
Um,
story to
let
do
me
that
see here.
now.
Right.
Oops.
Man.
Okay. Where was I? Was I here?
Okay, I gotta look this guy up
Funky
because
Sai. The end. Finished. Finished lined reading until the end of my draft. Just have a few short notes I need to go back and add, and then it's beta time. Good for you.
Hmm.
Good for
oh,
you.
okay. I sorry to interrupt. Okay, I'm now looking at his picture and I totally know this guy. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely has a a memorable face, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I've
curious.
seen him on some specials. Yeah, okay. That's right. Okay.
Marta.
He wrote the God equation, the quest for theory of everything called the success. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I need to read
Um,
that. I remember wanting to read that book and I never did. I'm terrible with names, so thanks Regina for reminding me. A name that I totally. Oh wow, and his IQ is 154.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
is that high? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's beyond genius. I think genius is 130 or something like that. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's 20 points north of genius.
Um, Marta, also, I'm glad someone is benefiting from my loud neighbors. Yeah, that's one
Thankful.
way to look at it, right? The glass is half full, right?
Yeah, but that's just the worst, man.
Um,
See? Agrees.
yeah, we've got lots of congratulations coming in for Funky Sun. Woohoo! Um, uh, he adds, this has been a long journey
Oh,
to get here. Yeah.
oh gosh, that's
Um,
feeling.
Penumbra at Funky Side, yay, and now to climb Mount Edidal.
Edit off.
Elevation unknown.
Edit off.
Um, Jenna, you did it, Funky. Um, okay, Regina. Michu
Yeah,
Kaku is an American professor,
that's why
always
I had to
makes
look him up when I
appearances
saw
on
this.
TV. I
Yeah,
also love Neil deGrasse,
I know.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I
Yeah.
love
Funky Side
it's
at
so hard.
Penumbra.
Yeah.
This is the third draft, so it's mostly all edited, except for whatever betas give me. Sounds really exciting. I'm
What
really happy
draft
for
do
you.
you? I was gonna say, what draft do you guys consider your final draft? Like normally, on average.
Um, maybe about at least my third, I'd say.
Okay.
Maybe my third to fifth.
Okay. Yeah, that's about the same. What about you?
Fourth to fifth.
Yeah. It's interesting because you just never know. Like some people will go through like 7 or 8 drafts before, which is fine. I mean, it's very thorough. But like, I mean, I guess there's processes. Like, I'd say I give it to betas after my second, maybe third draft. I don't know. Now I'm trying to think about it. Because your first draft is the one you just puke out, and
It's
then
a
I go,
tricky question, though,
yeah, it is.
because it really depends on how you define your drafts. It
Uh-huh.
depends on how you write, what kind of ideas you come up with along the way, things like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also I think it depends on giving it to because I tend to give mine to alphas first,
Yeah.
then I do changes based on that, and then I give it to betas and do changes on that. And sometimes I do another round of betas and do changes on that, and then I go through it one more time. So I think that's actually technically like 5 or 6 drafts. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
And then
think
it goes to my editor.
yeah.
So then that's another draft because then you get it
Yeah,
back
for
and you
sure.
have to proofread. So that's another draft. So
Yeah.
it's like it ends up being like what 7 times?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for me, I feel like it's a difference from drafting and editing for me. Like I feel like they're like a little bit different. Cause like from when I got like Penelope's curve back from my editor, like it was more so like commas, these things. Like it wasn't as much as like actual content changing. So I
Right.
wasn't really like actually like changing like whole paragraphs and things like that,
Okay.
which is what I do more so like with alpha readers and things like that. But I also haven't
For sure.
published a novel, so that's definitely like way different. It's just a short
Definitely.
story.
Yeah.
So like I'll do like the first draft, and the first draft goes to like my alphas or my critique partners, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, okay, we like it, we like it, we like it." My second draft will go to betas because I'll add like more people in. Like for the story I just finished, my second draft, like I sent it to Michael and Anya. And so they got to see like the second one, which had way like double what the first
Right.
one. And so
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna do one more draft then, and then I'll send it to an editor, and then that'll be draft number
And
4.
you
Like,
do the other one, and yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that you send to the editor, so that's a draft
yeah,
technically, not your draft, their draft almost. But then when you get it back, you have to proofread and make sure that you like all the changes.
right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So it's
Yeah,
not like as hard, but it is still like a good
right.
amount of work.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
sense that it's like anytime it changes, it's a new draft.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I think it ends up being more than we think, is what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you think it's like, oh yeah, 3 or 4 drafts, and then you're like, well, wait a minute, I got it
It's
back.
a long road.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Let me see here. Regina at Becca, yes, that's him. I love his stuff.
Yay. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Sasha, final draft for me was just the third draft. Okay.
That's great. Really great. Oh, I know.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Jenna, second or third. It depends how smooth it is.
So
Okay.
you guys are just more skilled than I am.
Yeah. I'll definitely say that for me, the final draft is whatever I do after the editor. Like usually after like the editor and I go and I make those changes.
Yes, that's the final. Yeah, absolutely.
So like
the
that's the
proofreading.
last person who looks at the book for me. So
Same.
And it's also sort of like drafts in terms of your drafts, and then drafts in terms of like drafts that the work as a whole ends up going through.
Right.
Yep.
Because I won't call it a draft until I write the end. And I know some people don't do that. Like,
you mean for the first time?
Yeah, for the first time. Like
Yeah.
it's still like it's still one thing. And I know some people who'll get like halfway through and then just start all over, and then that'll be a second one, but they never finished it.
Oh, that's different. I think that's different. Oh, hey, see, Regina, we're the same.
Okay.
That's the same. Yep. Okay.
Marta, bold of you to assume I've ever gotten into a final draft.
Oh, come on.
You'll get there. You'll get there before you know it, Marta. Funky Sai, I got an idea 3/4 of the way through draft 1, then changed the story drastically. Yeah.
Okay.
So second draft was putting all that in and making the story work, and third has been cleaning up and editing. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So I have a question though, because this is all like Becca self-publishes, and then I like quote unquote a short story, but everyone who's saying these like numbers that they do, are you seeking traditional publishing? Because then you really don't know.
Oh yeah, I know, because you're gonna
because however many times like you've edited before and it's your final draft for you, but it's technically not the final draft, right? So that's the other thought. Like I guess more so like out of curiosity, how much editing are you doing if you're trying to traditionally publish?
Yeah, because you have to get it ready, like you just said, ready for you. And then if you're trying to get just an agent, not even get it published. So it goes through all the drafts that you do with your agent, however many of those could be. Sometimes it could be one draft through them, just like their edit letter, and sometimes it could be multiple. And then they take it to the publisher, and then they go through however many drafts. So yeah, it could get quite high, that number, I think, if you're going traditional.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know really anything about agents, but what I can say is that at least when it comes to getting accepted by publishers, by the time you're actually accepted by a publisher, um, in terms of the whole drafts question, you already have the problem that you want to have,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Right,
because
right,
you're
right.
already accepted and you're just working with your editor and maybe others as well, to just make the story that much better.
To get the draft out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then there's the copy editor doing his or her round, again
Yeah,
making it
exactly.
just way better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the reason I was thinking about it was because of the two authors that I've been like following a lot and have like had like conversations with, like they had like 3 drafts they did before they got their agent.
Yeah.
And then the agent they had did some editing before they
Right.
went on submission.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they had an editor right before they went on submission. So and then after they went on submission and got their deals, there was still editing. And so I was like, that's a lot more than what I think people think it is.
Yeah. I think it ends up being about the same if you're kind of doing your due diligence as an indie author. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's where, but I don't know, honestly, because I know people that are traditionally published that go through the whole thing of like alphas, betas, and just to, like you said, just to get it for agent submission.
Right.
And then, so yeah, it's almost like, I feel like with traditionally
I
published,
feel like it's like double.
like twice, I was going to say, I think it's like twice as many
I
drafts.
feel like it's double, right? Because I feel like if you're doing all that just to get the agent, and it's gonna change from that, because it's not gonna be perfect at that point. Like at least they're not gonna feel it is, even if you feel it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at least a couple more drafts for sure.
right.
The one thing that's for sure is the room's getting really drafty at this point.
Yeah, a lot of drafts. A lot of drafts.
Right.
Funky Sai, I'm off for the weekend. Thanks for the stream. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, wow. It's already after 5. Holy crap. That went fast.
Wow.
Dang.
Jenna, I have only self-published thus far. It's probably a different process. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm self-published too, yeah.
Did jump again, it did, didn't it?
Cleo is like, I do not like these people outside this apartment. Can they get away? Like I'm like, they're not at the door, sweetheart. They're just talking. They're just talking.
Regina at Becca does a phenomenal job of preparation for publishing.
It's like we always feel though too that you never quite do enough, but it's like at some point you have to be able to let it go. So yeah. I think that's the hardest part, is when you finally are just like, okay, it's time.
Sasha, I sent my draft to betas after my 3rd draft.
Yeah, that's about right.
That sounds good. I will probably do 2 more drafts after I get feedback. Then God knows how many drafts an agent will ask for, if anyone likes
but
it.
That's cool. Because then it becomes more collaborative, and I think that's why,
Yeah. Regina, my editor, has seen my so-called first draft, and she tells me it's really clean by the time she gets it. But it doesn't feel that way to me at all.
I know. Mine are never clean, so I'm jealous of you already.
Marta, I'm hoping draft 4 or 5 will be good enough for betas, but also I'm scared.
I know,
I'm sure,
it's scary. Yeah. It's scary, but then it really isn't that bad. It's like, you think it's going to be bad, like in your brain, you're thinking everybody's going to come back and say, what is this dog crap, and you're just like, and it's not, especially when the people, like as other writers and people that know, they're just going to give you suggestions that will help you. And sometimes people will love your story and not even have suggestions because it really resonated with them. So you just never know what people are going to say. But don't be scared. I know it's hard not to be, but
I was just gonna say, one, you are not alone in that feeling, because we all feel that way, like all the time. Also, I would say, like, the other big thing about that is that it doesn't really go away. Like, I still get nervous. Like, I got nervous sending Michael my thing. Like, not that I didn't think it was okay or anything, but it's like, it's somebody new reading my stuff, and I know it's not as perfect as I want it to be, so I know they're gonna find something. So it's just something that's gonna be there, and that's fine. Like, you'll be.
And the more you do it, the less fearful you get, though.
Right. Very true. Very true.
Regina, it has been a rough year, so my vampire edits have taken forever, but my sister-in-law said the greatest thing. She said, "It's a vampire book, not a dissertation. Get busy."
I feel that.
I know, when you put it in perspective, you're like, because I remember Hannah and I were like that too. Like, this is a YA vampire book. We want to, obviously you take it seriously because it's something you're putting out into the world, but you know, you have to have a certain amount of, you know, like, hey, let's, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Sasha betas are scary. I'm sitting here freaking out.
No, just do it.
Don't. Yes.
The only way you're gonna learn, you just gotta do it.
It is scary. Actually, Natalia Lee, I don't know if any of you guys follow her, but she had a really great video on when it was like a reaction when she got her beta feedback from Pistol Daisy. And she was, and this is, you know, I mean, Natalia is a great editor. I use her as my editor. And she's a very strong storyteller, already had like 3 books out, you know, published. But she was downright like terrified of what because she actually had it on Google Docs. So anytime someone put a comment, she'd get a ping. She's like, I'm never doing that again. Right. But it's like, it's a really good video if you ever want to watch it, because I was one of the betas. So I was like, oh God, I hope she wasn't like nervous about like my comments. You know, I didn't say anything bad. Like, I love the book. So it's all like, but it's funny how you get in your head like, oh, especially since we didn't know each other, like she might have been like, what's she gonna say? Like, I don't know her. She could be like, this box, you know, and but yeah, so everybody.
We all feel it.
Marta, all thanks for the encouragement advice. Still definitely nowhere close to being ready, but I'll try not to freak out too much.
Yes.
And we've got Regina saying bye to Penumbra.
Oh, she said bye. Okay. She's heading over to Charlie's stream. Oh, Charlie's stream started. That's right. Yeah. It's like Friday is like one after the other.
Oh, is it really?
Because like after, like either like before Charlie's ends or like right after is Jessica's.
Yes, hers is at 8. Exactly. It just goes boom, 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 boom. It's a streaming day.
Would you guys like to do one last shorter sprint?
Well, we're already kind of over, so.
Okay.
I'm starving.
I didn't realize we're almost at 2 hours.
Next time. We'll save it for next time then.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess we're pretty good then, as we are 10 minutes over time. And Charlie's stream is going on now too. So yeah, I guess we'll just wrap it up here then. We did get 2 sprints in, right? An 18 and a 21, so that's 39 minutes at least.
That's good. I finished a chapter. I'm happy.
Yeah, so again, my lovely guest hosts are Becca and Cache, and I've got their links down below in the descriptions. So yeah, I hope you've had fun and gotten some work done. Yes. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye-bye.